And welcome to the special training today on the 7-day cash finder. We called it the cash finder after I made these notes here. This was a special training that I did, a special course that I did back in 2008, teaching people a way to get results in 7 days or less with their affiliate marketing. So if you want to learn how to do marketing and get results in 7 days or less, type Cash Finder in the box, and we're going to get started today. We're going to get started right now. Welcome to everyone hopping on. We got Camille from Houston. We got Kyle. We got Tim. We got Fred from Tokyo. We got Tim, who's a high roller in Vegas. We got Kyle from Vegas. Luke from Thailand. Tim, Val. We got Jessica from Pennsylvania, Brian from Austin, John from Nebraska, lots of other people hopping on, cross-adventuring from Pennsylvania, Brad from the Philippines, Gino from Kentucky, Jeff from Malaysia, and Jelena from Slovenia, and a lot of others coming on as well. So hello to everyone coming on. Today what we're going to do is we're going to go over this report, which I sent out to you yesterday. If you do need this report, I think you can go to, I believe it's affiliatedude.com/7day or something like that. affiliatedude.com/7day. Maybe it's something else. Let's see where it's at. I know I got it on my Instagram. My Instagram person put that up there. So we'll just make sure we got that. We got Andrew from Austin. Good to see you there. Okay, let's see where this report is at. All right, I don't know where it's at. It's going to be at affiliatedude.com/7day. I'll put it there for you so that you guys can get the notes and everything as we go along. Now, I want you to pay close attention because what we're going to do is we're going to show you this process where we go through, we find a niche market, we set up a site. This is the idea of going from nothing to getting some kind of results. And if you guys are part of our Facebook group, which I think there's a link on the page somewhere, or you can go to joinmarcus.com, join our Facebook group. A lot of people are posting results having tested this. This is something that I put out about 8 years ago, actually 10 years, 11 years ago now, in 2008, when I first started teaching internet marketing. And what I did is I documented the process that I was using in the previous 9 years, because I didn't start teaching internet marketing until 2008. I started internet marketing in 1999, and so I had been doing it for 9 years until I started teaching. And when I started teaching, I documented a process that I go through where I set up a new site, find a new niche, get some offers, and actually get results within 7 days. So how many of you guys are like, dude, if I could get some kind of results in 7 days, that'd be freaking awesome. Whether it's clicks, whether it's sales, whether it's whatever, something in 7 days would be really cool. Now, I got to tell you, a lot of the stuff that you see in this video that you're going to hear in this training, these results are not typical. Affiliate marketers, internet marketers, people that try to make money online, very few succeed, mostly because they don't do anything. Like, I truly believe that if you guys do stuff, if you follow the plan, if you stick through it, if you get out of your mind, if you get out of your emotional state and detach emotions from it, I believe that everyone can get results if they really want to. And I want to preface it and say, hey, you know what? You got to look at this and say, okay, watching this is not going to make me rich. Watching videos here is not going to make you rich. You got to do the stuff, and you got to find someone you trust, someone that you like, someone that really speaks your language, someone that gives you stuff that makes sense to you. Because if this business doesn't make sense, if you don't see where the money's coming from, then you have no business getting in it, right? You got to learn how this works, and we're going to break it down. We're going to show you the 7 days. We're going to start with day number 1, where we're going to go through and kind of go through it. So the overview here is really looking at it, right? We want to strive to be better, and we want to strive to give value. If you strive to be better and strive to give value, you will succeed. Now, I got to tell you, value is in the eye of the beholder. Value is in the eye of your market. Value could be something as simple as a internet link, right? A lot of people don't realize that, but I mean, years ago, there was a guy on Facebook, and I was using GoToWebinar, and this guy was like, hey, dude, click this link, enter this coupon code. And at the time, I was paying $500 a month for my GoToWebinar account, which, you know, I had to do it. It was like, whatever, I need to have my webinar service. And he sent this link, and I used the link, and it got me $79 a month. So he saved me $419 or $411 a month, something like that, literally overnight with one link. So you might say, well, Marcus, did he have like a big website? No. Did he have like a big link thing? Did he have a big description? Did he have a big following? No. He simply posted something. And now I want you to look at that, because to me that was value. To other people, they'd be like, well, why would I care about that? I don't care. I don't even know what a GoToWebinar is. So you got to have the right market. And if you have the right market, providing value is easy because you just go after what they want. You focus on what they need and you give it to them in a really simple way. So strive to be better and give more. I want you to take notes. I want you to write this stuff down. We're going to go really fast. We're going to go really concise, really clear. And at the end, you're going to be like, holy crap, is that really what I got to do? Yeah, that's what I got to do. And holy crap, in a good way, not a bad way. So to overview what we're going to talk about today is we're talking about finding a niche, getting a market, finding this stuff, making it work in 7 days. Okay, here's the deal. The internet is big. The internet is fast. It's instant. And your audience is somewhere right now. I want you guys to type that in the comments box. My audience is somewhere right now. Okay, so you want to sell, make money online products? Good, your audience is somewhere. You want to sell web hosting? Good, your audience is somewhere. You want to teach people how to find maps? Good, your audience is out there somewhere right now. You want to teach people how to get sober? Audience is out there right now. I don't care what niche you're in. I don't care what market you're in. You don't need to invent an audience. Your audience already exists. It's already hanging out somewhere. All you got to do is go find it and find out what they want. Provide some kind of value, like that dude with the webinar link. I probably would have bought other stuff from him because I was like, dude, thank you for saving me $4 grand a year. I like that. So we got to look at that and say our audience is out there somewhere right now. How soon can you make money? Right now. Your audience is there right now. Right now. They're looking this stuff up. 4 million people every 60 seconds are searching Google. People are on Facebook right now. People are watching videos right now. People are doing stuff right now. You want to get in front of them? Figure out a way to get in front of them right now. If you guys are new here and you are not yet subscribed, make sure you subscribe because we have lives all the time. Click the bell too so that you get my notifications because we got a new video that's coming out later this week that's about how to hack your audience, which is really cool. You guys are going to love it. But for right now, let's go over this and let's keep in mind our audience is here. All we got to do is provide value. Really, really, really cool. Okay? Now, day number 1, we're going to go through. We're going to find our market. We're going to evaluate our traffic. Very simple. Day number 2, we're going to test our market with either a direct link or a small site. Very simple. Day 3, we're going to locate our cache and build our niche lander. We're going to find out where the money's at. Okay? Day number 4, we're going to test our offers and our design and maybe an opt-in form. Day number 5, we're going to find out what the market really, really wants. Day number 6, we're going to plug in more profit centers and back-end profits. Very cool. Day number 7, follow-up sequence and back-end. Very simple. Okay? Here's the key. Be creative and give the market what they ultimately want. Be creative. Now, creativity is what works. Yesterday, I spent about $600 on eBay for some new videos that I'm working on. And you might say, oh, $600, big deal. Well, it was $600 on like tabloids, right? I got $600 worth of supermarket tabloids and worth of old back issues of advertising magazines. Okay, now why would I do this? Why would I go out there and spend money on these weird magazines and things like that with stupid articles that no one really cares about? Actually, most of America cares about. Just me, I'm the weird one who doesn't care about that stuff. I could really care less what celebrities do. I could really care less who's on TV. Doesn't make a damn bit of difference to me. What I care about is the ads. I'm one of those people who actually gets the magazine for the ads, right? I only read it for the ads. I only read it for the articles kind of thing. But we got to look at that. And we got to say, okay, well, if I can learn something, and I got to tell you, some of the best advertisements from the turn of the century, and I got magazines back from 1919. You guys are going to love this stuff when I make the new videos on it. These ads, the ones that worked, were the ones that were creative. Okay, creative. That's why they call advertisements a creative, right? Like, what ad creative are you using? Well, it better be creative. It better not be some shitty ad. And what we learned is that you got to get the attention. People learned back in the 1900s, late 1800s, you got to learn how to get attention, right? I heard a quote the other day where he was saying, a ad or a billboard should be like a scream to your market. It should be like a scream, not like a hey, how are you? Here's my stuff. You got to be creative and you got to get people's attention. We are in the attention-based economy. Attention-based. That is the key. If you can't get and hold attention, you're out. Now, here's the cool thing. We're going to teach you how to get and hold attention in just a few seconds by giving people what they want, listening to their needs, putting your ear to the market and saying, what's going on? What are these people into? Okay, so very important. We've got to be creative. Now, let's go ahead and dive in. We're going to get into this stuff really quick. Day number 1 of the 7-Day Cash Finder. This is designed to find and extract cash from any market. I don't care what you're doing, this is going to work. Okay, so number 1, you got to find your market. Okay, you could do this with keyword tools, trend sites, and you could use ClickBank. Now, let's break this down. Okay, we're going to break it down. How do you find a market? Okay, so we're going to let's make this a little bit bigger. Let's get a text thing here. And we're going to talk to you about how to find your market. Okay, what is a market? Find a market. What does that even mean? Find your market. Okay, what does this mean? Okay, very important. What does this mean? Well, what we need to do is we need to find a group of people. Okay, we got to find a group of people. Who are these people? Like, what are they doing? What are they looking for? Okay, so let's get our group of people here. Here's our group of people. And they're all doing some kind of dance or whatever. We got to find a group of people. Now, what is a group of people? Well, a group of people is like a stereotype or a typecast. It is certain people with similarities. Okay, so we want to find people with similarities. Okay, something like maybe interest, maybe favorite stuff, like a favorite TV show, maybe desires. Okay, maybe they want like to lose weight or make money or whatever. Or ideals. Okay, ideals. Let's make this down here. Okay, so your niche is something where you have a group of people that have similarities, interests, favorite stuff, desires, or ideals. Very important. Maybe you have people who have ideals and they're like, I don't know, maybe they're right wing or left wing or whatever it is. Or maybe they're have ideals where it's like we have a certain religion or we have a certain this. Okay, and you'll notice some of the biggest money makers in all of history are like religion. Like religion makes a fortune. Religion makes a boatload. I always joke with my wife, and she always laughs at me because I say, hey, if this internet marketing thing doesn't go out, I'm going to become a TV preacher because there's a lot more money in that than there is internet marketing. But in good conscience, I can't do that, right? I just can't do it because I would either preach what I really believe and probably no one would listen and I wouldn't make any money, or I'd have to preach what everyone wants to hear and I make a fortune, but I'd feel like shit. So we got to look at that, right? We got to look at certain ideals, desires, interests, favorite stuff, whatever. Now, the cool thing about this is we want to find out where our market's hanging out, right? We want to look at this and say, well, where are our people hanging out? Like, what's going on, okay? Now, you're going to look at this and you're going to be like, okay, well, let's take a look, okay? Maybe they're hanging out on Facebook in groups, okay? I've done little tests where I've gone into Facebook groups and a month later I walked out with like 40 grand in cash, which is pretty cool. Okay, we can look at YouTube videos. Okay, what are they watching? What kind of things does your market want? And this is the secret to internet marketing that people don't pay attention to. Like they say, Marcus, how do I grow on YouTube? Well, YouTube is typecasting certain audiences. They want to predict what you want to watch before you even know what you want to watch. Right? That's what's going on. Like marketing is going to where it's predictive. Like Amazon wants you to walk in your house and be like, man, my stomach hurts. Okay, I'm ordering you antacids and toilet paper. Like, that's literally what they want. They want you to walk in your house and be like, it's 75 degrees in here. I think your air conditioner broke. Do you want me to call the latest air conditioner guy on the market or whatever? That's where marketing's going. It's called predictive marketing. If you can predict what your market wants, if you can understand what they want, boom, you're going to win. Very important. So, Facebook groups, YouTube videos, you can look at search. Right? We can always go to the Google keyword tool, find out what people are searching for. We can look at trends. We can look at topics that are booming, right? What's happening? You got trends on YouTube. You got trends on Google. You got trends everywhere where people are like, okay, we want this certain stuff, right? Does this make sense to everyone? Type 100 if it makes sense. You can even use the little 100 icon. A lot of people like that. All the cool kids are using that one, right? But you got Facebook groups, you got YouTube vids, you got search, you got trends. Financial Freedom says find a place where they hang out. Maybe they're on Facebook. Yes. Or maybe they're in forums, right? Forums are a great place to go, right? You go there and you're like, forums are out there, and these people are literally hanging out telling you what their problems are. Like if you could go to a gossip group, like let's say you had a magic ball and you could go to a gossip group and you can find out what people want because they're gossiping about it, what they hate, what they're pissed off about, what they like, what they don't like. Boom, you can market to them, right? It's all about understanding what they need. Like Star Wars fans are obsessed with Star Wars. They love it. Whatever comes out, they're just obsessed with it. They know all the characters, right? Just the other day, the kids were playing with their friends, and they had a game about Star Wars, and they knew Star Wars characters I didn't even know existed. I was like, seriously? Like, who's that guy? They're like, remember that guy, the third guy from the left on this? I was like, seriously? And guess what? These people buy Star Wars stuff like crazy, and they love it, and they're obsessed with it. And Disney makes a fortune because they know that these people like it. It's like a cult, right? It's like a little cult that loves this stuff. And when you have a group of people, it's kind of like a little cult that knows this stuff, that likes this stuff. And if you speak their language, they even have their own language, right? Like if I went on the street and I was like, hey, dude, do you like Boba Fett? They'd be like, what the hell's a Boba Fett, right? Or if I went on the street and I asked random people, hey, do you like SEO? They'd be like, what's SEO? What's internet marketing? What's an opt-in page? What's a squeeze page? What's WordPress, right? They don't know about this stuff, so we got to get in there and we got to look at it and say, we want our tight-knit group. And when you find your tight-knit group, speaking their language is going to be a lot easier, okay? So the first thing we want to do is we want to go out there and we want to find our market and we want to understand what they want. Understand what they want. Very important, okay? So let's go into the next part here, okay? So find our market. Next, what we want to do is we want to evaluate our market. Like, what's going on in our market? Like, what are people doing? Like, is it going to be expensive? You go to the Google AdWords Planner, you see if it's going to be expensive. You check out banner ads, see if it's going to be expensive. You look at YouTube, see if it's competitive. You look at forums, see if you can write things, see if you can respond, see if you can get in on the conversation. You go to Facebook. Hey, what do I got to do to make a group? What do I got to do to get involved in a group? What do I got to do to make this stuff work? And is it going to be worth my time? Obviously, if there's only 9 people in the group, probably not going to be worth your time. If there's only 9 people watching the video, probably not going to be worth your time. But if there's a couple thousand people searching for it, hey, maybe that's something you can do, right? Maybe it's something you can work at. If it's SEO, like what's going on, right? What is there competition? Okay, so part 2, after you find your market, you want to go through and you'd be like, okay, what is the competition like? All right, here's our competitors here. Okay, so number 2, what is the competition? And I'm going to put /barrier of entry. Okay? In the old days, we used to have to run magazine ads. They were expensive. They were a shot in the dark. We didn't know right away if they were going to work. But now we could literally put something up now. Like you could put a post up on Facebook and you'll know within an hour if it's going to work. You could put an Instagram up. You'll know within an hour if it's going to work. And the key here is to be a student of what's working. Be a student of what's working. Look at what's working. Look at what people respond to. This is key. This is what I do for a living. I look at what people, I'm like, hey, people like that video. Why? Was it the thumbnail? Was it the content? Was it the title? Was it the keywords? What was it? Hey, people like that Instagram post. Why? What are they doing? Why did they like it? What engaged them? Was it the image? Was it the text? Was it the hashtags? Was it the title? What's going on? These are the things you got to know. So we got to look at the competition and the barrier of entry. Is this something we can do? Right? If we go and we're like, well, Marcus, you know what, man? I want to rank on Google for the word make money online, right? That's the worst thing you can ever say. But here we go. Let's look at it. You got 4 billion websites competing for that word. You got a bunch of ads. You got ads down at the bottom, right? So it's like, man, this is looking pretty competitive. But I can go in and I could be like, hey, check this out. There's news reports. I could do a press release. That's probably going to get me some traffic. Now, I wouldn't have known that. I didn't know that before I came on. I didn't even know that these news results would come up until I just searched this today. So now what am I going to do? I'm going to do news reports. Very simple. Like, we're letting the market tell us what to do. A lot of people come to me and they're like, Marcus, what traffic should I get? I'm like, what market are you in? Well, I don't know yet. I just want cheap traffic. And I'm like, you're not going to know nothing until you know what market you're going into and you do the research. This is how you do it. You make it very, very, very important. You make it very detailed. You let your market decide. If I'm going for ways, or let's do printable, let's type it in the box, printable workout sheets or PDF, printable workout PDF. All right. And I go to all. What's going on here? Look at the competition just dropped by leaps and bounds. We got images. What are you going to do? You're going to make some images, right? Very simple. So you got to look at that and be like, okay, cool. We got to make some images. We got to get in there. Also, I noticed there's no ads here, right? How many of you guys are like, dude, yeah, this makes sense. I'm starting to get it. And this is something you can do right now. If you get in front of these people, they're searching right now. All you got to do is put your stuff in front of them. So what's the competition barrier of entry? We're going to look at this and we're going to say, what's the pay-per-click competition? Is there any Facebook groups? Are there news stuff? Are there any videos? Are there images? Okay, what's showing up? Are there forums? Right? What is showing up for this stuff and how do we get involved? Very important that we look at the barrier of entry and the competition, because if you don't do this, you're going to get into a market and you'll be like, I got to pay $5 a click and I only make $2. Well, yeah, if you pay $5 and you only make $2, that's called bad marketing. That's not going to make any money. That's going to lose money. So we got to look at this. We got to be very simple. We got to be very direct. We got to say, what's the competition? What's the barrier of entry? And this is a system that I've used over and over to make this stuff work. And if you use it, you will get results. You might not make money the first at bat, but you're going to go through and you're going to be like, hey, people didn't respond, or people did respond, or people did click, or they didn't click, or they did click, but they didn't go to my page, or whatever it is. You're going to look at it and you're going to make all this stuff work, and this formula will work if you work it right, whether you're doing affiliate marketing, whether you're doing e-commerce, whether you're doing drop shipping, whether you're doing Shopify or ads or whatever it is, doesn't matter, right? The money part is the money part of the equation, which is good, but that's not going to matter if you don't do the rest of this stuff, right? If you just look at it and you're like, well, I got a good offer. No offer is good until you have the right market. Your offer sucks. I don't care if you're like, Marcus, this one pays $1,000 a sale. That's good, but if no one wants it, it doesn't matter. All right, now we're going to get into some other stuff, which is talking about like how to create the market. Like one of the ads that we're going to be dissecting is the famous Ono Odor or something like that, which is a famous ad, and they invented the idea that people stink. Right? They literally, and people were walking around and they bathed once a week back in the 1900s. And these guys were like, hey, you have no friends. It's probably because you stink because you don't have deodorant. And that's how the deodorant industry was born. A lot of people don't know that, but we look at it, it's like they created their own thing. Again, remember what I talked about earlier up here. What did we say? Be creative. Be creative. Give the market what they ultimately want. What did the market ultimately want? They didn't want underarm deodorant. They wanted more friends to like them. That's what they ultimately wanted. Okay, so we got to look at that. We got to look at the ultimate wants, needs, and desires of the market. If you don't look at that, you're going to be out in the cold, you're going to be making no money, and you're going to be complaining that internet marketing doesn't work. And it's not that it doesn't work, it's that you didn't follow the directions. And we got to look at that. We got to be straight up, and we got to say, let's make this work. Okay, very important. So, number one, find our market. Number two, and this is all on day one, evaluate. Number three, research the market. This is where you research. You say, what are other people doing? Right? What are people doing? Let's look at those paid ads. Let's focus on it. Okay? Now, Kevin says sell the sizzle, not the steak. Not necessarily. We want to sell to the desires, not the logic. Okay? Write that down. Sell to the desire, not the logic. Because here's the thing. People buy based on emotion, and then they back it up with logic. Right? Very important. These are things that you need to know. Like when someone buys a product, the minute they decide to get a refund is the minute they buy it. The minute they buy it. Like when they push the order button, they're like, yeah, I'm probably going to get a refund for this. They haven't even gotten the product yet. Okay? Emotion. They're making decisions based on emotion. But then they try to back it up in logic, right? And they're like, okay, we got to do this. Very important. Okay? So number three, we want to research the market. We want to say what's going on here. Okay, so let's see if we can make room for number three here. See if we can make, hey, check it out. We can make it smaller. Who'd have thought? Okay, number two, what's the competition, the barrier of entry? We're going to look at the pay-per-click ads. And then we're going to go through and we're going to look at what other people are doing. Okay, so we're going to look at what other people in our market are doing. Okay? What are other people doing? Okay? Very important. What are other people doing in the market? Look at the ads. If I go in there and I'm like, okay, cool. Maybe there's a Facebook group for magicians. Okay, maybe there's a Facebook group for magicians. Society of American Magicians. Here's some kind of, is that a group? It looks like something else. Magician's Home, group magicians. So we got a group here, right? And you look at the groups and you say, what are they doing? You go there, you look at people who are selling card tricks. Okay? What are the other people doing? Well, there's YouTube. What's he doing? He probably got a lot of views. What's he doing there? Lots of things. So we got to look at this, say, what are people doing? If we're going for like refinance tips, okay? Are there ads? What are they doing? What are they leading people to? Have they been showing up a lot, right? You can use the tools in your Simple Sites Big Profits course. So like if you go to your Simple Sites Big, not the alarm clock, affiliate marketing dude course, right? If we go to the Simple Sites Big Profits course and you log in, you can actually do a lot of this in your course here. You're going to go to niche finding, and then you're going to go to the trigger word training, and you're going to open the power search tool. Okay, the power search tool is going to do a lot this for you. So you could go through and you could do like refinance, right, like this, and then you can do like a trend search, see what the trends are like, right, like this. You can do a pay-per-click competition. You can see how long the ads have been there. It'll show you the top ads, how long they've been there, everything like that. Really good stuff. You can find out what the other people in your market are doing. What is selling, right? So you want to look at how they are marketing, what they are selling, okay? What the sites are like, what the prices are like, different things like that, okay? So find your market. Find what the competition's doing, find out what the competition is, and then find out what they're doing. Okay, now once you do this, you should be able to do this in one day, and you're like, okay, I've done this. Great. Okay, what are they responding to? What questions are they asking on forums? What kind of ads are they clicking on? What kind of stuff are they doing on Facebook? Okay, does everyone understand this? Type day one if this makes sense to you. Okay, type day one if that gets to you. Joseph is a fellow magician. Good to have you here. Okay, cool. So day one. Awesome. So in day one, I want you to do this. How many of you guys are like, yeah, I could do this in one day? All right, instead of like looking at Facebook or whatever, I can do this. Okay? If you don't get day one, let me know your questions on day one. Okay, we'll do a recap towards the end. But the main thing about day number one is to think about your market. Now, when I go through day one, what I also like to do on day one is get a domain name. Okay, so I'll go and I'll get a domain name for my market. So if I'm in, something, I try to get something related. Okay? That makes sense? All right, so now, if you're confused on day one, I would, instead of repeating it, I would rather you watch the replay. Okay, the replay will be up instantly. Once we end, just hit the refresh button and it'll be up. That's the beauty of YouTube webinars. This cigar is a Rodriguez. These are made in Miami. Okay, so next, once we do that, let's go to day number two. Day number two, okay? Day number two, what we want to do is we want to find out how we're going to make money, okay? Very, very cool. Midas, yeah, you get blocked for those kind of comments, so, like, be nice. Don't be rude. Like, we're giving you free information here, so, like, if you want to be rude, we'll kick you out. So, yeah. Day number two. Okay, and guys, remember, like, people are human on the internet. I know a lot of people, like, not a lot, but some people are rude on the internet. Like, don't be rude. Life is too short, and life is too good to be rude. Like, get over yourself and don't be rude in your marketing. Be straight up, right? All you got to do is be straight up and be honest and everything like that, and you'll find that people will help. Midas, that question is not for this webinar. If this webinar was titled How to Do Email Marketing, then I'd take that question. but it's not. So try to keep it on topic, okay? Or join one of our Q&A webinars on Tuesday, which are part of the Marcus Mentor Me Club, where you can ask whatever you want. Okay, day number 2, find a simple offer, all right? What you want to do in day number 2 is you want to go through and you want to say, okay, well, what offers are there? We can go to places like Offer Vault, okay, right, like this. Go to Offer Vault, and we'll be like, okay, well, if I'm in the market where we want to go for maybe Bibles, maybe you're in a Bible market, okay, we go here and we're like, what can we offer them? Well, there's like a Bible toolbar, pays $2.25 a download, good. There's a free Bible I could give away. There's some Bible archaeology thing. Okay, so we find our offers. If we're in the refi market, we're like, okay, what's there for refinance? Okay, what do we have? Now, you want to do this after part 1. Okay, so part 1, day number 1, is all about finding your market. Day number 2 is like, okay, well, how are we going to make money with this? Okay, how are we going to make money with it? Very important. Okay, excuse me. So we're going to go through. All right. Very cool. Okay, so find your simple offer. Now, you could do this and you could like test it with direct linking. So like if you're on Facebook or you're on Instagram or maybe you're on forums or whatever, you could set up a simple page or you could set up a redirect and link people direct to the offer and just see if you get sales. I've had people try this and they've done pretty well with it, which is really, really cool. Okay, very simple. All right. So direct link, CPA, everything like that. Look at where our offers are. Now, once we find our offers, what we want to do is we want to set up an ad group and test. So you can go to MSN, you can go to a banner ad place, you can do SEO, you can do videos, all this stuff, and then you want to direct link to the offer. Now, someone's saying, how do I make money with it? Well, you're going to make money with the offer, right? So like the offer here, okay, you get paid. So you go here and you're like, I get $170 when someone signs up and gets a quote on student loan refinancing, okay? So we're like, student loan refinancing, I make $170. So like we could go through and we're like, okay, well, I can go in and I could do research for the market on student loan refinancing. Okay, I could go here and do student loan refinance. Okay, right, like this. Okay, very, very cool. So student loan refinancing, we can go here and be like, okay, well, what are people talking about? Are there any forums? Maybe there's a forum. Student loan refinancing forum, you could like literally go here and be like, okay, well, here's this guy, refinance a student loan, right? You could post a comment about the top 10 ways to refinance a loan, and then boom, you can link to your offer. You could direct link. You don't even need a website. Okay, now I would recommend that you have a website or at bare minimum. All right, Midas, yeah, let's keep that till later. Like that question is not for this. So we're going to put you in a timeout here. Keep the questions on the topic because it's hard enough to try to do questions and teaching at the same time. So focus on the topic at hand. All right, so we could go to these things, right? How many of you guys are like, holy crap, I could literally help people out in forums and make money? Like all you'd need to do is get one sale a day at $170. And these people are looking to do that thing anyway, right? This is what people miss. They don't even pay attention to the fact that you could literally make money doing this stuff. So 170 times 365 days a year, you can make 62 grand doing that. Again, results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. I don't know if anyone will sign up for the offer, but hey, it's worth a try putting something up on a forum, don't you think? Like how many of you guys are like, holy crap, you could do that? Of course you could do that. You can do whatever the hell you want within reason, as long as you follow the ethics, as long as you follow the rules, and as long as you're not like being a shyster. Like be cool, be like help these people. Give them value, be like, hey man, this is how you could do it, right? Very simple. Okay? So day number 2, we're gonna find our simple offer. Find an offer that really, really hits the market. If it's going for the Bible thing, the Bible toolbar is an ace in the hole. If you're going for the student lending is gonna work, right? Like there you go. So you could direct link or you could do some SEO or something like that, or you could do videos. And you could, like Kevin says, I've done that in Quora and I've made money. There you go. Now, if you have your own site and you link them back to your own site, you're going to make a bunch more and you're actually going to build backlinks to your site while doing this, while making money. And it's something that can happen really fast because guess what? People are on the forums right now. Like you could literally go to forums and you could see that there's like people on the forums right now. Like, I think most forum things do that. Let's see. Student loan refinance forum. Okay, and a lot of times it'll actually tell you, hey, this is how many people are looking at this. So here's a forum, and it'll show you, some of them will like show you how many people are actually on the forum right now, which is cool. Let's see. Reddit is a big one. Reddit's a little tough on affiliate marketing, but hey, if you link to your site, you could probably get away with it. Let's do this. Student loan forums. Okay, and you could just find where people are at, right? Does that make sense to everyone? Does everyone get that? Like, did you have an aha moment of, wow, I could really do that? And if I have my own site, I could link people to it, and seriously? Okay, Financial Freedom says, which affiliate program do you recommend that produces affiliate links? I use OfferVault. Find them on OfferVault. It's got, like, most of the affiliate offers. And boom, there you go. Okay, so day 2, set up your ad group, put your thing on your forum or whatever. Very simple. Day 3, or not day 3, day number 2, part 1, part 2, part 3, watch for profit words, right? Very, very cool. Yeah, most forums allow affiliate links or links to your site, which is really cool. Mike says, hey, Marcus, where do I ask you questions on my high-ticket niche? Is it this webinar? No. Mike, you want to join our Tuesday webinars. We have a special webinar every Tuesday where all my students get on there, and they're all the paid students. They just ask whatever they want. That's part of marcusmentor.me, which I think you should have a free trial of as part of your high-ticket niche. Okay? Bruce says, does OfferVault have to accept you? No, OfferVault doesn't accept anyone. Okay? M. Falcon says, yes, but I thought forums hate our offers. Well, if you're doing it shystery, yeah, they do. If you're providing value, no, they don't. He says he's scared to get banned. If you get banned from a forum, who cares, right? You probably didn't even care about the forum before today, so who really gives a rip if you get banned, right? Like, big deal. That's not to say go try to get banned. That's to say, you know, provide value. If you provide value, they're not going to care. And you don't want to outright do your link. That's why I always get a domain name and be like, hey, I have some tips over at my domain or whatever. Okay, so number 4 is to evaluate the words. Okay, profit words are words like maybe student debt forgiveness or refinance student loan or buy this or price of or coupon or discount or ways to. Kind of like the trigger words you're going to go through in the Simple Sites course. Okay, these trigger words are words you want to look at. If you don't yet have the Simple Sites course, I would highly recommend it. You can get it at simplesitesbonus.com, and it literally walks you through all the stuff you need to learn about affiliate marketing, which is crazy, right? Really cool. Hey, Andrew, how's it going? Okay, so evaluate your words, see the impressions, see if your forum topics get anyone looking at them, right? Very important. Remember that the gold is in the keywords. Okay, very, very, very important. Okay, Midas, yeah, this is my live stream. I mean, if you see my feet, I don't know if that offends you, but whatever. I don't know. I think Midas is just going to get offended at everything today. I would focus more on making money and less about like how I'm sitting. So there we go. All right, so watch for profit words, evaluate your words, impressions, everything like that. And remember that the gold is in the keywords. And a lesson that you can learn from Midas is that not everyone's going to be happy, right? Not everyone's going to be happy. Some people are going to be like, hey, whatever, you know, really cool. Let's see here. Okay, so remember the gold is in your keywords, everything like that. Okay, very cool. Let's see. Number 3, day number 3 of the cash generator. Okay, we got to look at this. And we got to be like, okay, what do we want to do in day 3? So day 1 and day 2. So we got day 1, which is find your market. This is all about market finding. In day 1, you should have a domain name. At the end of day 1, you should be going over to gohubsite.com. Okay, gohubsite.com. You should be getting your domain name and hosting. Okay, if you're following along with this, do this. Very important. I would recommend doing this first, but either way doesn't matter. Okay, so day 1, find your market. At the end, we want to go through and we'll be like, here's our domain, here's our market, here's what we're going to do. Day 2, we're going to find our profit. Where are we going to make money? Okay, Day 1, all about your market. Day 2, all about how am I going to make money. Very important, okay? Dude, Midas, like, don't ask those questions. It's not for this, right? It's not for this webinar. There, put you in a timeout again. Go to the corner, right? There we go. Day 2, we're all about how to find the money, okay? Day 3, this is where we're starting to look at this. We're going to do what's called extracting your cache niches. You're going to go through, you're going to test your market, you're going to look at your stuff, and you're going to be like, okay, cool. So now what I want to do is I want to find where the money's at. Now, you can do this very quickly. You can do this really quickly. It's all about a secret, and the secret is impressions. Like, you could literally run an ad for 10 different keywords. You can find out where your impressions are at. Your impressions are telling you what your market wants. And then you set up your page and you give them some options. You find out what options they want on your page. Guys, you can do this so fast your head will spin. And I've done this live. We're going to refilm the 7-day cache generator. And we're going to refilm it for updated stuff, which is really cool. Okay, so number 1, you're going to extract your cache niches. You're going to look at your keywords. You say, what are people clicking on? What are they interested in? Number 2, you're going to build your landing pages. Very important. You can build a simple landing page, get traffic to it, find out what they click on, send them to an offer. You can make money while you learned about your market. Like, literally, it's that fast. You could set these up in, I think my record was 13 minutes. Within 13 minutes, we actually had our first results coming in. HVA says, what do you mean by impressions? Good question. So an impression is like if I go to Google and I type in take care of pet fish. For people wanting to take care of their pet fish, let's do something else that has ads. Let's do mortgage. Okay? Now, when you type mortgage in Google, you're going to see ads. Now, these advertisers haven't paid anything yet. Okay? They got what's called an impression. That means their ad was shown. Impression equals ad was shown. Okay, so like if I go to a site, let's say I go to OfferVault, and I run lots of ads on OfferVault. Here's one of my ads. That was impression. Okay? I didn't get a click yet. That was an impression. Same with the one on the bottom. That's an impression. So I got 2 impressions, 0 clicks. Okay, now when you're doing this with keywords, like it's going to show you the word mortgage got 100 impressions today. That's where the gold is. That's going to tell you people are searching for this. They're seeing your ad. Now, when you go through and you see your clicks, it's going to be like, well, that got impressions. This one got clicks. It's going to quickly funnel all your keywords, and you'll be like, those are the ones that are working. That's what you want to know. You want to know the one that's working. If you know the one that's working, boom, you got money. Very, very simple. Okay, does that make sense? Yeah, Jamie, CTR, click-through rate, is impressions over clicks. So like if I go here, if 1,000 people go here and 1 clicks, that's a 0.01% click-through rate or whatever. If 100 go and 1 click, that's a 1% click-through rate. Okay, got it? Type impressions if you get what an impression is. An impression equals my ad was seen. Pretty simple. Okay? Okay, cool. So we're going to build our landing page. We're going to segregate. Now, once we go through and we see what ads are working and we see where people are clicking, okay, we could segregate our ad groups and our keywords into different sections. You're going to find, like, instead of going for weight loss, maybe there's people looking for printable weight loss guide. Maybe people are looking for this or that. LD entrepreneur, yes, we do see you. So we want to go through and segregate them and be like, okay, these people want to lose 100 pounds. These people want to lose this. These people want to lose that. Okay. How do you choose the right keywords? We go through that in our training on keyword stuff. We have some here on the channel, but if you want to go in detail, I would highly recommend get the Simple Sites course at simplesitesbonus.com and go through the niche finding section. This section will walk you through it all. It's gold. Like this stuff, I really worked hard on this to give you guys a good training, and people are using this and getting results right now, right? So, I mean, it's insane. And if you look at all you get in the Simple Sites course, like it's worth its weight in gold. The price is going to go up soon because we've added so much stuff. It's ridiculous to charge $297 for it. So if you want to get it now, go to simplesitesbonus.com and you can get that, which is really cool. Okay, so segregate your ad groups. You're going to go through, you're going to segregate and find everything. Very simple. Number 4 on day 3 is to test your market. Now, you can use this with analytics. You can use this with Crazy Egg. You can use this with some of my plugins where you go through, and the goal of day 3 is find out what your market responds to. This is key. Like, all I'm doing is, it's like if I stand out there, and here's something that I've always wanted to do in my life. I just haven't gotten the courage to do it. I've always wanted to stand on the street corner with a sign and like get people to donate or whatever it is, just to see how it works, right? To see like, okay, did people respond to this sign? Okay, maybe I'll use this sign, right? And figure out. And that's metaphorically what you're doing on the internet. You're standing there and you're saying, hey, this is what's working. This is what's working. This is what's working. This is what's working. And we go through and we're like, hey, that's what responds. And then you go with the winning one, right? What they respond to, that's the winning one. Then you dial in your site. It's all about, it's like a lock, right? When you're going to open a lock and you have the first set of numbers and you're like, this is my ad. Boom. Okay, 7 works best. Good. Here's my page. Okay, good. 2 works best. Okay, here's my offer. Good. 5 works best. Right? Boom, boom, boom. There you go. Does that make sense to everyone? Does that make sense? Cool. Okay, then we're going to go to day 4. Day 4 is all about evaluating the results. What did the results tell you? Because here's the thing. The results you get are going to teach you everything. Man, we got a lot of haters today. A lot of dirty comments. You guys could leave. That comment deserves to be banned. There you go. See you later, buddy. Okay, cool. And if you guys saw it, you'd want to ban him too. All right. So you want to evaluate your results and look at it and be like, okay, how do we evaluate it? How do we focus? Okay. So we're like, okay, we want to evaluate our results. We want to look at it and say, what did the results show us? Because here's the deal. You can go and you can theorize about your market all day long. But until you actually get your market in there and you're like, hey, what did they click on? Boom, there we go. Number 2, we want to ask the market what they want. What does our market want? Okay. Ask them. Like, I literally went through. Let me see if I can find it. I think it was an old page. Simple sites, bigprofits.com. Question about marketing. Let's see. I think I might be able to find it. It was a simple little page that I had. And it basically just was like, hey, what's your question about internet marketing? And I didn't even have like a fancy page or anything like that. It was just something simple. I didn't even have like a coded tool or anything. It just literally was a form mail that was like, what's your question about marketing? And boom, that was the reason I took a business from like, I think it was $250 to making millions, which is crazy. And all I did is ask the market what they want and respond, right? I got emails. They emailed me, here's what you want. I'm not sure where this is at. I'll have to find it for you guys later. But it was basically just a forum question that was like, hey, what's your number 1 question about marketing? And boom, because of that, wait, is this it? Nope, that's not it. Where did it go? All right, I'm not sure where it's at. But it was basically just a form that was like, fill this out, and boom, there you go. I get a question, and they would ask their questions, and I'd answer them, and it was really, really cool. Okay, so very, very simple. All right, so ask them what they want and respond. This is going to put you light years ahead. Like, most people don't listen to the questions the market has. If you do, you're going to win. I did this way before, like, the ask method and all that stuff. We just did it in a very simple way. All right, so next we want to go through, and we want to build opt-in pages and thank you pages. Very simple. Jamie said, did you actually have to reply with answers? You don't have to, but like, why not make a sale? Like, if I got 100 people a week to ask questions about student loan refinance, and I answered them personally, and we're like, boom, here we go. click here to get the affiliate offer. How many sales do you think I'm going to make? Like literally, how many of you guys wouldn't answer an email for a chance to make $170? Like it takes you 5 minutes and then you record your answer and you're like, hey, maybe I'll make an FAQ out of it. Like really, it's not that hard, right? But people don't do this because they're so focused on how much money can I make? How do I do this easy? It is easy. It's just too damn easy that no one wants to do it. You just got to go do it. Like literally, you could get a live chat software and put it on your site and sit there and wait for people to buy stuff. I do it all the time. Like that's why we have live chat. So I could sit there and sell stuff. And people are there. Like right now, there's 85 people on one of my pages. 85 people right now. Like I could start a chat with them, be like, hey man, what's your question about making money? Listen to them. Focus. Be like, okay, cool. Here's the best product for you. There you go. Like I could make $1,000 a day doing that. Results not typical, implied, or guaranteed. I don't know what you'll make doing it. You have to have a good product, a good offer, and traffic. But other than that, it's not that hard to do. And guess what? Talking to your market is going to make you the best marketer in your niche. Hands down. Talk to them. Listen to them. Figure out what they want. Guys, this is not rocket science. Like, how many of you guys have a software that's confusing? Right? You're like, maybe I got ClickFunnels or WordPress or web hosting, or maybe I got whatever, and it's confusing. Type software confusing. Type it in the box. Okay, I want everyone to answer. If you have a software that's confusing, boom. So you go there, and you're like, got questions about the software? And you sit there and you answer their questions. You're like, oh, well, hey, in order to make that work, you need to have this. Like, seriously. How many of you guys are like, I can do that? Like, I can do that. People are out there. Like, you go on forums, and you're like, hey, come talk to me live. I'll help you with your stuff. People with WordPress issues, right? Web design and blog. Too many softwares, right? Everyone's confused about software. You guys are all a target market. I could sit there on live chat, or I could sit there on email, and you could be like, I'm having a hard time making a header on WordPress. Here's how to make a header on WordPress. By the way, you want us to make you a custom theme? Boom. There you go. Does that make sense? Okay, very, very simple. So evaluate, ask the market what they want, build opt-in pages and thank you pages, test and find out what they're clicking on, track the clicks, provide value, and guess what? Actually give a crap about your market. Like, actually care. Very, very, very important. And like, I don't know how to simplify this anymore. You just got to go do it. You got to do it. You got to bring your results and say, Marcus, this is what happened. This is what happened. That's what we're going to do. Day number 5. Okay. Now we're going to get in. We're going to evaluate this stuff. Okay. We're going to evaluate the stuff. And we're going to be like, what does our market really want? We're going to look at the questions we got. Like, I literally went in and on my alcohol addiction channel, I spent $2,000 on traffic. Okay, I got traffic for 30 cents a click. I got 3,000 people to fill out a form, a detailed form on their struggles with alcohol. Now, I'm not dominating that market in terms of cash yet because I don't want to mess with that market. Like, I want to give them really good stuff because it's a market I'm personal to. I've actually, I think a couple days ago, I hit 5 years sober, which is cool. And I really care about that market, so I don't want to just like sell stuff. It's one that I'm like, hey, I want to make sure, just like you guys, like my make money market, I'm very personal about. That's why I don't market everything to you guys. I really keep it tight knit, and I only give you things that I know will work. But imagine if you had 3,000 different surveys in people's words about your market for $3,000. I'll tell you what, that's the best $3,000 I ever spent. Like, seriously, think about that. If I could go and I could buy a product for like $1,000 or whatever, I'm going to learn way more if I go into my market and I ask them questions. There you go. Boom. Done deal. People who own forums have huge data. People who own Facebook, huge data, right? So we got to find out what our market really wants. Find out what they really respond to. What do they respond to? Okay, very important. What are these people responding to? What do they click on? Okay, very easy. You go to a forum and you're like, what topics get the most clicks? Boom. And thanks to everyone who's given me a 5-year congrats on my sobriety. Awesome. Really like it. Jamie, that's why. Yeah, because the drug treatment industry has a lot of sleazy junk in it. You know, we got to really focus. You got to really look at it. Okay. All right. So find out what they want. Look at the keywords, the traffic, the offers, and what they click on. What people click on is the key. If you know what people click on, you win. Always. Always, always, always. You win. Look at how they respond to your opt-in page. Are they opting in? Like, what are they doing? Move stuff around on your site to fit your market's needs. As you learn about them, be flexible. Go through and be like, hey, let's move this to the top. Most people are clicking on that. Okay? And most important moral of the story in day 5 is put the benefit up front. What's the number one benefit? Put it up front. Boom, bingo, done deal. Day number 6. Okay, day number 6, we're going to go through and look at this. Let's see, where'd my lighter go? I had a lighter somewhere. I do need the lighter. Bob Delp, good to see you, buddy. Okay, day number 6. How you guys doing so far? Scale of 1 to 100. 100 being, yeah, that's awesome. 1 being, what are you talking about? What's an ad group? An ad group is a group of ads, group of keywords. Yesterday I saw 97 clicks but no sales. Well, Financial Freedom, you need to be in our mentor group, and you need to bring your site in the mentor group and tell us what's going on. And we'll help you. Like, that's what I'm good at, is finding out what markets want, finding out what they click on. All right, day 6. Find more relevant ways to make money. What else can you do to make money? How can you get creative? How can you find other stuff for them to click, buy, whatever? Okay? 2, test and see which ones work. What offers are they responding to? Like, very important. So many people are like, I'm going to put this offer up at the top because it pays me $100. I don't care what I get paid. I really don't. Like, if you come to me and a guy came to me yesterday on Facebook. Oh, I got this thing. It pays $100 a sale. You going to promote it? I'm like, I don't even care about it. This other guy's like, hey, man, this thing pays $100 a month per sale. Residual income. I was like, I don't even care about it. Why don't I care about it? Because you guys don't care about it. My market doesn't care about it. Doesn't matter. I'd rather get $1 a click on something that gets a good conversion that fits my market than 10 cents a click on something that pays a lot. Okay? Just saying. Not all offers are created equal. Not all offers are going to work for your market. Not all offers are going to convert. You got to focus and test and see which one work. Number 3, find the best placement of your profit centers. Is it on your front page, your thank you page, or pop-ups? Okay, pop-ups still work as long as you do like an inline pop-up, not a like hijack pop-up. Do a good one. Very important. Number 4, look for back-end related offers and newsletter content. Jamie says this is going to take more than a day. These should not take more than a day. If it's taking more than a day, you're dilly-dallying or overthinking. The problem is overthinking. People overthink this stuff. Okay. Number 4, look for back-end related offers and newsletter content. What can you give them? What can you send them? Can you provide some value? Like in the old days, what would happen is someone would respond to a magazine ad, and then they'd get like a series of letters. What can you do like that? Oh, hey, here's tip number 1 on how to stay sober. Tip number 2 on how to stay sober. Hey, here's tip number 1 on how to refinance your student debt. Here's tip number 2. Go back to my blog. Check this out. Very simple. Look for back-end related offers and newsletter content. The key is good content equals more money. Very, very cool. Good content equals more money. Okay, very, very important. Day number 7, the last day. Here's what we want to do. Day number 7, create an autoresponder follow-up sequence. Give tips, provide a link back to your blog. This is why I use WordPress. People are like, Marcus, have you seen ClickFunnels or this new site builder or page builder? You don't need it. You just need WordPress. Use WordPress and links and Aweber because that's what your mailing list runs on. But you go there, you give tips in the email. Like, hey, man, check it out. Yesterday I gave you this PDF. Today I'm going to give you this video. Tomorrow we're going to get this. Give more tips, add value. Now, 2 different types of things you can do. You can do a broadcast email or an autoresponder follow-up. I can automatically plug my autoresponder with like 500 messages or 30 or like 7. And boom, it goes up automatically, bringing people back to my site, looking at what they're clicking on, Boom, over and over and over again. I watch what they do. All I do is people watch. That's what I do for a living. Welcome to the secret of Marcus Campbell. I'm a people watcher. I watch what people click on. I watch what emails they open. I watch what kind of things they download. I watch what videos they watch. I look at what thumbnails they click. I watch what banners they click on. I look what catches my attention, what catches their attention. Boom. If you do this stuff, you win. People don't like to do this stuff. They'd rather just set up a site and hope that it gets ranked and maybe make... I was watching a video the other day. This guy's like, I got 100,000 people to my site and I made $2,500. And I'm like, ouch. Ouch. That's a lot of work to get 100,000 people for only $2,500. Like, that's not the business I'm in. I'm in the business of making straight up money from my marketing. Like, I want to make $1 a visitor. Or in some cases, I've made $1 or $8 a click or $18 a click, right? And we go through there and we're like, boom, here we go. So we want to do our autoresponder in day number 7. Day number 7, part 2, create backend profit centers and follow up profits. Okay, how do we make follow up profits? Day number 3, or part number 3 of day 7 is work on our layout, our opt-in rate, bid prices, follow up, etc. Remember, the fortune is in the follow up. And the key is test, test, test. Repeat it. Build more sites. Learn about your market. Test more ads. And there you go. Pretty cool. Now, if you want to learn more about this stuff, I am opening up my Simple Sites Bootcamp. We had our last one earlier this year. We had our live meeting in April here in Orlando. It was off the hook. We had 20 people with laptops in the room talking about marketing straight up for 2 days, which was insane. Like, people were like, I would have joined boot camp just for the live meeting, which is cool. But you don't join boot camp just for the live meeting. What I'm going to do is a 16-week course to take you through everything, right? We're going to go through and I'm going to teach you how to market your stuff in a really, really, really cool way. Okay, week number 1, we're going to go through every week. We hop on a live training. You ask questions. It's a live private training about a topic, which is crazy, right? We got to look at it. Ricardo says, this is worse than a full-time job. Well, I bet at your full-time job, you don't have the freedom to do whatever you want. Like right after this webinar, I can do whatever I want, which is cool. So we got to look at that. We got to be like, hey, this is cool. Full-time jobs suck. I don't like full-time jobs. I haven't had one since I was 20, which is cool. All right, so here's what we're going to do. We're going to go through in the Simple Sites Bootcamp, and we're going to walk you through everything. I'm going to walk you through the entire process of affiliate marketing step by step. Week number 1, we're going to go through, find your need niche. Week 2, select your traffic. Week 3, structure your message. Week 4, build your resource. This is where we start to get the value. Week 5, offers and money time. Week 6, testing. Week 7, involvement and plugins. Week 8, ramp up the money, which is really, really, really cool. Okay? So we got to look at that. We got to make it work. All right. We're going to go through, we're going to have 4 bonus weeks, and we're going to have special bonuses. You're going to get the Simple Sites Anniversary Edition. You're going to learn to create a product in your market. You're going to learn how to create software, how to do download profits, like the Bible toolbar. We're going to show you how to outsource and offer guidance, CPA marketing class. Plus, you get a bonus private 30-minute strategy webinar with me, which is crazy. Content creation, site setup, backlinking, product creation, high search rankings. We're going to teach you everything. And you're going to get to join us live for a 2-day hands-on workshop here in Orlando. This is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity for you to be personally trained by someone who has been in the industry for over 19 years, plus get access to all the things that I use, which is cool. So awesome stuff. If you're interested in that, go to simplesitesbootcamp.com. We are taking pre-orders right now. If you are a pre-order, you save $700, which is cool because if you're not a pre-order, it's like $2,000. But on the pre-order, it's pretty cheap, which is cool. All right, so any questions on this stuff? Take some questions, and then you guys can join the boot camp. If you do pre-order, make sure you do it now because we are going to have to change the price because we are going to start doing the regular orders shortly. So you definitely want to get it in here now. All right, so let's take some questions as I find my lighter. There it is. And we'll go from there. Okay. What about outside your country? We do record the live meeting, so you'll get all the recordings from it. And I just spent a small fortune so we can get the live recordings out to you sooner. I got a lot of gear, which is good it's in Orlando because it would suck to have to fly with all that stuff. There's a lot of gear. Okay, the monthly one, if you want to join the monthly, if you're on a budget, just go to marcusmentor.me. The workshop, the live workshop, we're looking at either August or September. All right. And that's simplesitesbootcamp.com. We're going to walk you through it. We're going to show you how to do this entire process. You guys are going to get the actual live version of the 7-day cash finder. So we're going to go through what I just went through live. I'm going to show you, I'm going to do it. So you're going to sign up and you'll be like, whoa, check this out. He's actually doing this. So we're going to fire it up. And on day one, I'm actually going to go through and I'm going to find the market, right? These are going to be done live. I'm going to go through, I'm going to find a market and we're going to build it. And by day 7, you're going to see my results, which is crazy. So simplesitesbootcamp.com, simplesitesbootcamp.com. There it is, simplesitesbootcamp.com. You could go in there and you can see all the stuff you're going to get. This is the early bird form where you save $700 and you just fill that out and you'll be in the 16-week course. You'll get the live, you'll get everything. Really cool. How often do I do the boot camp? Usually twice a year. Tim, am I missing a lot by only joining Marcus Mentor Me? Yes. I would highly recommend Bootcamp. If you can't afford Bootcamp, just go for simplesitesbonus.com. But Bootcamp is the be-all, end-all. If you want someone to walk you by the hand through everything, literally for less than $100 a week, plus a live meeting, plus all this other stuff, it's crazy. The last live meeting, people were up until 3 a.m. We were up till 3 a.m. because we don't rent a conference room. We rent a penthouse kind of suite thing. They were up there till 3. I had to kick them out because I'm like, dude, I need to sleep. I got to talk tomorrow. But it was crazy. Early bird is going to close. I'm not sure yet. But try to get in on this call or within the hour if you can. So yeah. What is the advantage of having a domain name related to my market or niche? A lot. A lot. You need your domain to be related. If it's not related, it's going to cause market confusion. It's not going to be as good for SEO, and you're going to have to pay more per click. And people are going to be like, why am I on phishing tips for mortgages? It doesn't make any sense. All right, so simplesitesbootcamp.com. Get in there now. You guys are going to love it. I mean, it's unheard of. Every time we do it, it sells out. So I don't even have to sell it hard. You either want it or you don't. You either want me to walk you through everything for 16 weeks or you don't. HVA says PPC is the hardest part. No, it's not. Pay-per-click is very, very easy. It's very simple if you do it right. And we're going to walk you through pay-per-click advertising in Simple Sites Bootcamp. What if you have a general store? If you have a general store and it's not making money, don't have a general store. The only general stores that make money are ones that have very expensive marketing budgets like Amazon. Okay. No one of my students should ever just have a general store. Yeah, Charles, don't believe the lie. Names do make a difference. Names totally make a difference. And to point it out, the second most recognized word on planet Earth is Coca-Cola. In every language. That was the statistics from 1994, so I don't know if it's the same. Is your mentor program called High Level Mentor? No, it's called marcusmentor.me. Do we have to have unsecured sites? You don't need unsecured. If you're taking orders, I would make it secure. All right. Any other questions? All right, cool. And the boot camp is a 16-week course where you hop on live, everything's recorded, you get notes of everything. It's like a college course for marketing. It's really cool, and it's fast paced, so you can get results fast. And we're going to start this one. We're actually going to start off with the 7-day deal. The bootcamp live part is in Orlando, yes. What if you don't get clicks or impressions from Bing ads? You have the wrong keywords. Plain and simple. What's the package for $297? That is the Simple Site software. This software here is $297. It's awesome. We are raising the price on the Simple Sites course because there's so much added to it. So if you want to get that and save, go to simplesitesbonus.com. Fill that out. That's the $297 one. Okay. Every niche you have, you buy a new domain. Yes, I do. Should I change out my preview plugins? You don't have to. When you raise the price, it will be for future boot camps as well. Yes. Why is bootcamp more expensive than high-ticket niches? Is it better? Well, bootcamp actually comes with a high-ticket niche, so you get a high-ticket niche with bootcamp, which is cool. And yes, it is better than a high-ticket niche because of the training. Date the 16-week bootcamp starts. We're probably going to start mid-June. I don't have a specific date yet. What we usually do is we ask everyone the best date, and then we pick the one that everyone chooses. Wally, I found Waldo. There he is. Everyone watching the comments will get that joke. Hi, Marcus. For this boot camp, if I know nothing on what to do, this will be my first time in the field. Will there be a mentor guide step by step? Yes. In boot camp, we take you step by step. Like you talk to me, so you're like right there with me, asking questions, everything. You can see my screen. We actually even have, you can send in screenshots, show us what's going on. We look at your sites, everything. Gino, does the $297 for Simple Sites bonus include the updates? Yes, within the year. So like if you order in 2019, you get all the 2019 upgrades. So for $297, what does it do? It actually teaches you marketing. It's a training course. Okay. And the boot camp is, I mean, I can't promote that enough. That's like, if you guys are serious about making money online, if you're serious about marketing, do the boot camp. Don't look back. Get in there. Tell us, say, hey, what's going on? Loendi says, this is why I need this, changing my job. Yeah, this is a game changer. Like, we're going to teach you as much as we possibly can. Okay. Loendi, good. Yeah, you're going to love it. I've seen you on my other trainings, and I think you've been on our Tuesday webinars too. HVA, the minimum number of searches your niche should have will depend on how much you're making. And this is one of the best ways to meet me live in Florida as well. Douglas, aren't most people interested in making money online poor? No, it's not. That is not true. The majority can find the money if they want to. They just spend it on dumb stuff. Like, I guarantee you guys probably spend $1,000 a year on dumb stuff anyway, like cable TV and eating out, things like that. You have to make sacrifices. When I started my business, I was not rich. I had like $100 to my name. I ate a big burrito and a big Coke every day. That's all I had. And I learned marketing. And I spent every waking hour trying to learn this stuff. And guess what? It paid off. Like, we're closing in on 10 figures right now, which is pretty cool. Like, some dude who barely graduated high school made almost $10 million on the internet from the comfort of his own home, with no college, with no mentor, with no training. Now, you guys get a mentor in me. I've made all the mistakes. I've learned what has to happen. And we go through and we help. Wally says, so what you're trying to say is we could send our resignation letter to our bosses already. I would never say that. Like, your personal situation is your personal situation. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm here to show you what I did. Here's what I did. Here's what works. You want to do it? Do it. I wouldn't go quitting jobs until you start making solid money. Okay. Cool. SimpleSitesBootcamp.com. That's where to go. We're pre-selling it now. If you want to save, get in there now. Even if you have to do the payment plan, that's cool. Let's do it. Let's make some money. I don't think... Is there any other questions? We'll do about 5 minutes for questions, and then I'm out of here. The high-ticket niches is the $9.97. That's a done-for-you site. If you're thinking about getting the high-ticket niche, get this. Just skip straight to this. It's only $300 more. Do it. All right, any other questions? How much money would you need past the boot camp, or does it cover everything? Have an extra $100. Okay, if you have an extra $100, that'll get you what you need. Do you have a step-by-step niche site tutorial? Yes, simplesitesbonus.com. How long will the pre-sale last today? I'm not exactly sure. I got a lot of stuff to catch up on today after this webinar. So I'm not sure. But I'll leave it up for some time to get you ready to go. How do you sometimes only pay 2 cents a click? I put, I'm willing to bid 5 cents, and usually that gets me 2. It's called the Content Network. Content Network is way cheaper than search. Stanley, put in a support ticket. It depends on when you ordered. Depends on when you ordered. If you ordered like last month, probably we could make that happen. If you ordered like 6 months ago, it's going to be a little bit extra. All right. Yeah, the Content Network is ads on other sites, not ads on a search engine. All right, guys. SimpleSitesBootcamp.com. Do it. Don't delay. You're going to love it. It's non-refundable because we're giving you a niche, we're giving you a site, we're giving you a domain name, which is usually worth as much as the course, according to the domain appraisers. We're taking you through everything for 16 weeks. We're giving you a live meeting. Like, seriously, it's insane. Like, if you were to break everything out, there you go. Tim, we do sometimes meet students live, not at my house, but at other places. If you want the rate for that, I think our rate is, it's either $5,000 or $10,000 for the day. And that's if someone just wants to come out private, have a private day to talk about marketing. But we have to like go through and make sure you're not a crazy person first. But I would say the boot camp's the best way to meet me if you want to hang out. And I think it's better in a group because other people are going to ask questions that'll help you. So really cool. And I look forward to seeing you guys in Orlando. You guys are going to love it. All right, pre-order boot camp. Let's make some money. Have fun. If you want to download the notes from this, go to affiliatedude.com/7day. And yeah, sign up for boot camp. Talk soon. Subscribe. Watch my other videos. Make some money.